As dawn breaks over Barcelona, welcome to the FINA World Championships. The men are making a splash from the 3-metre board. And they're pumping it up at the water polo competition. And will the Russians continue to dominate the Pro competition? It's the team's final tonight, but first we go down to the diving.
After 2 rounds of the men's 3-metre final, it was He Chong and Chin Kai separated by Kuznetsov of Russia. It was supposed to be a showdown between the two world champions, but Chin Kai in the 3rd round saw his dive completely fall apart. The crowd was shocked, and Chin Kai was out of the frame. He Chong in 3rd, Castillo and Kuznetsov were at the top of the pile. Now we head into round 4 with everything to play for. Ilya Kvasha, now he's up in 4th. He'll know that this is an open competition now. Forward 4.5 somersault. It's a big tariff dive. Boy, they like that one. Half the crowd on their feet, and they're not all Ukrainian. And Kvasha has shown he's up for the scrap here. Lovely entry, big, powerful launch off the springboard, the tuck and the entry. 3 big 8.5s on a difficult dive, 3.8 that tariff. Well, the local boy, Spanish at least, has got himself up to 7th. Reverse 3.5 somersault, they're right behind him. He's had a bronze medal in European Championships at 1 metre before, but he's really giving his home supporters something to cheer about here. Well, the Spanish deserve a show, and he is providing it. 3 nice juicy 8s. Castillo, 2nd place. He's right in the mix. Reverse 3.5 somersault, 3.5. Well, he is the competition's gambler. He raises the stakes and calls. 3.5 this dive. He's got a big one to finish with. Needs to keep himself right in the race for gold. It's another well-executed dive, not flawless, but with his high tariff, he's going to keep clocking up the marks. 85, 75 there for him. He's behind Kvasha, but it's so tight, 0.15 behind the Ukrainian. Three to dive in this 4th round. Kuznetsov of Russia, back 2.5 somersault, 1.5 twists. Well, it's one of his lowest tariff dives. It's a 3.3. So he needs to get his technique right here to capitalise and keep his score high. Entry was clean. Nothing radically wrong at all with that. .85, still racking up the points. Now, He Chong going for a golden hat-trick, remember, but he is back in bronze medal place.
He was third in London in the Olympic Games. Not what he came here for. Back 3.5 somersault tucked. 3.5 is the tariff. Absolute hush around this pool. Suddenly got a lot noisier now, especially among those Chinese supporters. Two big tariff dives still left in his programme. Back to his high standards again, but this competition has really gone through the roof now, holding his line on entry. It's a good dive. 3 8.5s, not enough to put him in top place. Now Chin Kai, what is going through his mind after that total disaster? Inward 3.5 somersault tucked, 3.4. Trying to get back in the game here. Well, that is more the Chin Kai everybody's come to know and respect. Sign of the top quality competitor to put the mistake straight behind him and come back with a classy dive. Relaxed, great height, gives nothing away on the board, and a lovely clean entry. Well, respect for a fantastic response, but he has got an awful lot to do. 4 rounds gone in this tremendous men's 3-meter springboard final. Kuznetsov in gold medal position, He Chong up into second, Kvasha of Ukraine, Castillo, they're all still fighting for the medals now that Chin Kai, who's got back to 7th, has put himself a long way from the big reckoning, but who knows what's to come with 2 rounds to go. Ilya Kvasha is in bronze position, but I think by just 15 hundredths, 0.15, so he has got to press on. Back 2.5 somersault piked, it's only a 3.0 tariff at this crucial stage. Well, it's got to be good. Castillo, who's really pushing him, can get away with the slightly more flawed execution because of the extra difficulty of his programme. That's a clean dive out of the pike position, reaching for the entry angle. Still diving well. There's Olympic rings on his tattoo, 70.50. Well, Garcia is in the chasing pack, trying to keep pace with the group who've broken away from the peloton in this competition. In with 3.5 somersault tucked, 3.4 is the tariff here for him. Well, from silence to breakout applause here in Barcelona. They really appreciate that this young man is putting on a big show. Experienced diver. This is his big night in front of his own supporters, and he's trying to give them something to cheer right the way through his programme. Three eights, proving this is his level after that Olympic final 12 months ago. Castillo is right in the hunt for the podium. .30. This is his lowest tariff dive of the 6. He's in 4th place, back 2.5 somersault. His least complicated dive, and he actually performed that the weakest of his programme. Just goes to show, doesn't it? Really put himself in with a chance. Has he blown it? He's got a massive dive to finish with, a 3.9er. So depending on what everybody else does, he's not necessarily out of the game yet, but that is still a big setback. Two 6.5s and a 6. Now, this is an unbelievable opportunity for Evgeny Kuznetsov. He leads the field, forward 2.5 somersault, 2 twists, his penultimate dive. Well, has he got the look, the temperament, the talent of a world champion? Not really a gold medal winning dive, I suspect. Kuznetsov has got his biggest dive still to come. It's going to be some final round, but that too has just set him back a bit. 74.80. Well, this is the man who could resume the lead here. He Chong, forward 4.5 somersault, 3.8. He ends with a 3.8 and a 3.9 tariff dives. He can get right back in this, he'll know it, looking for his 3rd world title in a row. Forward 4.5 somersault, his penultimate dive. He Chong of China. Absolute hush. There looked to be almost a little slide on that board, but you wouldn't have guessed it. Takeoff was still substantial. Lovely entry, great somersaulting through the air. Powerful push off, strength in the upper thighs there. Great technique and execution. Oh, look at those marks, 3 9.0s. He's right back in the game. Shin Kai now back in 7th. He's got a big dive coming up here. This is his highest tariff dive. Forward 4.5 somersault tucked for him. 3.8. He needs this to be right out the top draw. Certainly not far off. How good is good? There's the question for the judges. Gives nothing away in his demeanour. Tight through the somersaults. Good entry. Arms working to give him extra lift at every opportunity. Holding that tuck position. That was his big 3.8 dive. A brilliant execution with 3 9s there. 102 through the 3-figure barrier there. 5 rounds gone in this great men's 3-meter springboard final. China back on top. Shin Kai pushing. Russia, Ukraine are on the podium at the moment, but it is not all over yet, though. He Chong has a 20 points plus lead. Ilya Kvasha will have a long wait after he completes his programme. 2nd to dive, 3rd in the bronze medal position. Forward 2.5 somersault, 2 twists, 3.4. Well, they like it. He's certainly been unrecognisable from his semi-final performance. Only Ukrainian diver in 3 events got a silver in the individual 1 meters, remember. Can he come up with another medal-winning performance here? He's done his bit. He's completed his round. And like a golfer at a major championship, he has to follow the rest on the scoreboard. 3/8 to finish. Javier Ileana Garcia has given the home fans full value here. Reversed 1.5 somersaults with 3.5 twists, a 3.4 tariff. And generous applause from the home crowd for their boy, who certainly shows that he's got what it takes to make his mark at this level. He's had a good, consistent final. May not end up on the podium, but he knows he's done himself some justice, and he seems to have enjoyed this competition. He's certainly given the crowd a great buzz, and ends up again with another impressive points performance and a few kisses to his teammates. He's enjoyed it. Good. Another rest and back into it for Housting. Now, Yahel Castillo has got a massive 3.9 dive here. Forward 2.5 somersault, 3 twists, pike position. Get this right, the cat is among the pigeons. Well, he certainly got through that one, and he will get a good points return here. His brave, enterprising program, finishing with his biggest dive. Now he must sit and wait and see exactly how the final few dives unfolds. Yes, he looks pleased. 99.45, that is a big points haul. Puts him on top of the pile. Kuznetsov is out of it. Certainly Castillo is on the podium. Kuznetsov now needs this one, silver medal position. Well, what a response that is. That was a big dive there. 3.8, he left it there. Kuznetsov there. Terrific somersaulting. Powerful entry. It's a big tariff dive. How well has he executed it according to the judges? In the battle for the podium, we'll wait until those marks are revealed. 7.5s is decent, puts him ahead of Castillo. He knows he's right in the picture. 2 to go. He Chong diving for his 3rd successive world title. 1 gold in the bag with his great rival Chin Kai. But he's seen off the big challenge, it seems. Forward 2.5 somersaults, 3 twists, 3.9. This is massive. This is for gold at 3 meters. Thank you. That will do, I'm sure. It was in doubt for a while, but not that much doubt. Forward 2.5 somersault, 3 twists, his biggest dive of the competition. He knows he's pulled it off. They look delighted. He waits for the scores to come up on that screen, and that reaction says it all. Go to the top of the class. He Chong, 3 8.5s, and it's in the bag again. Kuznetsov accepts his fate, but it's a good fate, and Chin Kai in 4th place. Reverse 2.5 somersault, 1.5 twist. It's only 3.3, but he has not had one of his great nights. Final dive of the competition. Not vintage Chin Kai tonight, not a man who has got 6 gold medals. He knows the standard you have to reach, and by his exceptional standards he'll have to settle for 1 gold in the synchro events. But not tonight. Chin Kai finishes in 5th place. China get a gold. He Chong defends his title yet again, and it's silver for Russia and bronze for Mexico. Medal ceremony for the 3 meters springboard after a tremendous competition.
These are the final matches in the preliminary round of the men's water polo competition. Serbia took control of Group C to win against China. Dusko Pjetlovic scored 3 times as Serbia won by 16 goals to 9. Next up, Serbia against Romania. China face Italy. The other game in Group C saw Hungary and Australia play out a really tight game. We join it in the final quarter, the score 7-all. Tennis Denis Varga. Back to Daniel, his brother. Daniel Varga. And that's the Hungarian goal they were looking for. Denis Varga breaks the deadlock at 8-7. Denis Varga's out the pool with an exclusion foul. Big chance here for Australia. They're not going to have many more like this. They need to take this chance, and they've taken it. Once again, the excellent Richie Campbell. Richie Campbell draws the sides level at 8 apiece. Varga up to the edge of the 5 metre line. It's Daniel Varga. Lovely ball in there. Terrific goal by Hungary. Vamos scores again. How important a goal is this going to be? Terrific power, the wet shot flying past the goalkeeper at the near post. Slightly more than 2 minutes left of this intriguing match. Have Australia the desire to come back again? They've trailed Hungary for the last few plays. Australia have not been ahead since the interval. Great goal there by Campbell. He has now scored Australia's last 4 goals. And every time Hungary take the lead, Australia seem to come back, but it's Richie Campbell who's led the fight back, certainly since half-time. And this is Hungary's big chance to win. Denis Varga. Denis Varga again, and Australia defend superbly. It's Daniel Varga's shot which has beaten away the long-range effort, and the teams have ended level at 9-9. What a game we've had here. Couldn't have been tighter. It ends in a tie. Hungary 9, Australia 9. Italy had a 6-goal win against Kazakhstan to win Group D. They blamed the hot weather for their poor showing, but Valentino Gallo was on hand to make it 10-4. Italy ran out 12-6 winners. Next, Italy played China. Kazakhstan meet Hungary. Germany met Romania in Group D and won by a solitary goal. Dennis Ida made it 9-5 in the final quarter to give the Germans a winning lead. Romania had to win to finish second or third. It wasn't to be. Germany now face Australia. Romania meet the Serbs. This was the most one-sided game of the day as Montenegro overwhelmed New Zealand to go top of Group A. They were eventually overhauled by Greece. Nikola Jenic scored 4 times as Montenegro ran out 23-1 winners. Montenegro meet Canada. It's New Zealand versus Croatia. Croatia in the Whitecaps overwhelmed South Africa in a one-sided game and have now won 3 out of 3 here in Barcelona. Peter Muslim needed 6 attempts to score his 1 goal. This one made it 7-0 late in the second quarter. Croatia won 19-0 and now play New Zealand. South Africa meet Greece. The USA played out a tight game with Canada. Jason Wigo only scored 1 goal for the USA to make it 7-4, but what an important one. Canada came close but not close enough. USA meet Spain, Canada play Montenegro. The final game of the day decided the top positions in Group A. Spain in the Whitecaps met Greece. We joined it in the final quarter. Greece led 7-4. Exclusion foul. 2 out here for Greece. Surely a goal for Spain, and they've got it. Melina scores. Just not enough bodies in the pool there for the Greeks. Here he is again, Javier Garcia into the 2-metre line, call for a foul. I think Vlachopoulos is out. And Spain duly score. Marc Mingel again. His second goal of this quarter. And we have a 1-goal game now. Spain taking full advantage of that 6-on-5. Whistles by the Spanish crowd to try and put the Greeks off. Milanakis, last few seconds here, surely they're going to score. They have scored. Vlachopoulos on target. That is a big goal for the Greeks. They were nervously watching over their shoulders as Spain were ready to draw level, but that changes everything. Quick release. Crowd hoping for a foul. And they've got a foul. They have the 6-on-5. They have to score. They've done it! Mingel. Eight 7 with 1:24 left. There's 6-on-5, work to treat, and this game still is not put to bed by the Greek team. This is it for Spain. This is not the time for faint hearts. Mingel. And Greece have a player excluded. What a chance here for Spain to draw level. And they've missed. 6 seconds left on the clock. And Spain have come so close. Peroni. And victory belongs to Greece.